Hello, good morning, my wonderful people, my viewers and my subscribers all over the world. You are hearing the voice of Okute Daily News, bringing to you this analysis of this group. This group specializes in calling out anyone that they feel that person has been cheated or that person is about to be cheated. And in other words, the group is calling out on Peter Obi to take action on those ones who try to sabotage his integrity in one way or the other or tarnish his image before the Nigerian people. So that is the work of this group. Because according to them, they said in 2015 that Buhari made a statement which says, Buhari said, baboons will soak in blood. Comment that is worse than what P2B said in a so-called audio leaked conversation with David, Pa Bishop David Oyedepo. So my people, please, as you are watching this, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go live or post something new on this channel or another channel. I don't want to take much of your time. I want you to listen this and hear it directly, clear from the horse's mouth. I'll be right back. Have a nice day, my people. Thank you.
If the purported even if the purported conversation were to be true, key political actors have made bigoted statements in both the past and in the present. And today, we see them in power, and no one has said anything about them. President Muhammadu Buhari, while contesting for the presidency, once said that the Muslims should not vote for Christians. And today he sits comfortable as the president of our dear country, Nigeria. He even threatened that the dogs and the baboons would be soaked in blood should the election not be conducted as expected. Now the question is, who are the dogs and who are the baboons? These questions always come up. At the height of the tension over Muslim tickets, some Islamic clerics gathered and declared that it was a jihad, and some Islamic clerics gathered and declared that it was a jihad, and if the Tinubu and Shetima lost the election, it would be a loss or defeat for Islam. Now, I ask this question: what is worse, perpetrating an evil or creating awareness about the evil being perpetrated? What is worse, waging a religious war or crying out that a religious war is being waged? What is worse, killing a people or crying that people are being killed? Those calling out Peter Obi today are nothing but a bunch of shameless hypocrites. That's my own words. And can you actually say that the Muslim ticket of the APC is of the religious interest to Nigeria? Was it religiously balanced? Was it also fair to equity in a religious climate like Nigeria? Can you say that it was conceived and executed in good faith? The actors of this evil plot bragged that it was a jihad. Is jihad not war? While religious bigotry is worse than Muslim ticket, which religious bigotry is worse than a Muslim ticket? Why are the architects of the same faith ticket not being ashamed today by the global public? It is the height of inhuman cruelty to beat a child and declare his tears illegal. To cut the skin and not expect it to bleed is leather insensitive. I also made this clear in our last press conference. Furthermore, Section 37 of the 1993 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, provided for the rights of privacy of citizens. Every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to their privacy, be it in their homes, communications with people by way of letters, telephone, or telegraph is protected and guaranteed by the Constitution of our dear country, Nigeria. Those who leaked the purported telephone conversation acted in breach of a citizen's confidentiality and the right to privacy, and it is malicious, callous, and criminal for placing Obi's purported private conversation in the public domain. Those behind this act and behind the plot are liable to criminal prosecution. We are aware that the All Progressive Congress orchestrated this act, and which is also an act of blackmail to distract Nigerians from challenging the party's purchased victory at the last concluded presidential election. And from what I see online and what I've been seeing, I think the political parties have a role to play in this blackmail that is happening. Political scavengers like Femi Fani Kayode. I used to be a fan of FFK, but I'm shocked at what is happening now. And he didn't just hesitate to feast on such a stinking carcass of poorly scripted blackmail. The infamous politician, who has now become an infamous political almajiri, I called him that in a post I wrote some time ago. He used his office as the director of New Media APC Presidential Campaign Council to carry out similar dirty jobs before, especially against Tinubu's opponents. Why didn't anybody come out to say anything? It is regrettably that the so-called ruling party has reduced politicking in Nigeria to cheap blackmailing and throwing of tantrums. It is a pity that issue-based politics have been murdered in Nigeria by sycophants and desperate politicians who thrive on blackmails and character assassination. We don't want Nigeria to go down that way. It is a shame that a party that claimed to have won election has resulted to underhand practices and cheap blackmail against a purported loser instead of defending their victory in court. We are even more angered by Femi Fani Kayode, as you call him FFK, on his call to the security agencies to declare Peter Obi a master terrorist for purportedly describing the election as a religious war. If we are to be in a sane society, I think Femi Fani Kayode should be in the prison by now with all the things he's doing. But nobody is saying anything. Why? We also want to use this medium to ask the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to press charges against those who leaked the doctored telephone conversation with Bishop Oyedepo. The leaked conversation is an invasion of his privacy. With incidents like this, one may be forced to ask if we are now safe in Nigeria to have private telephone conversations. We therefore call on the telecommunication companies in Nigeria to rise up to their responsibility of protecting their customers' privacy. Finally, we called on Nigerians to ignore the blackmail and focus on retrieving the mandate they gave to Peter Obi from those who stole it. The wishes of the people expressed at the pool can never be suppressed.
Our Christian brothers who are in the ruling party, they didn't copy from their Muslim brothers how they hold high their religious leaders. It is very easy for them to come out and discriminate those that we hold in high esteem. We are coming to tell them that enough is enough. They must not, by any guise, demonize our religious leaders. Therefore, we want to bring to the notice of Nigerians as an organization that Nigerians have all seen the APCs and its cohorts diverting our attention as a nation from the procured mandate of their presidential candidate, scavenging for fake AI, acclaimed leaked audio of Bishop Oyedepo and His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi. We saw all the shenanigans on rampage in the general election, yet the APC and its government are strategically positioned to fuel the inordinate criminal tendencies that visited Nigeria during the general election. We saw the maiming, rigging, voter suppression and intimidation, arson and ethnic profiling, killing, snatching of ballot boxes, police brutality, assault, aiding and abetting Agberos and their political godfathers. Above all, INEC went ahead and declared the already fraud election in favor of the ruling party at a cost yet to be fully investigated. Such a procured election result that both local and international observers were all disappointed, and even in the state of Kogi, we saw a horrible and terrible case where the Adavi local government chairman practically third voted ballot papers of the opposition with associated dangerous crime that engulfed the 2023 general election. For goodness sake, is election war? Now, today, the Daily Times just reported that about 88 people are killed during the 2023 general election. Nobody is arrested because it is perpetrated by the ruling party and its cohorts. If none of our family member is a victim, it is therefore easy to gloss over it and praise it as normal. These are what we watch the APC and the government defend like is normal, just like drinking water that is vital to the body. For us, it's not funny as an organization. It's about the development of our only country, the legacies we have to bequeath our children. We must be more responsible and be a nationalist that embrace and encourage fairness, equity, and justice, as it is what we owe the universe that hosts us and prosperity. We must reject the divisive tendencies of the ruling party, APC, and ignore all their charlatan approach to our electioneering process. Therefore, all Nigerians must rise against improper behavior in our politics and conduct themselves in the best possible manner in a way that we want our children.
Hello, my fellow Igbo. So this one, and I don't hear them now. FFK have made a lot of series of tweets, sentiments, by and another the same thing. Even the so-called presidential candidate of the APC and the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, no one called for their arrest. No one have ever charged them for treason. In the case of MC Oluomo, no one is even talking about that one. But look at them now. They are trying to sabotage the image of Peter Obi, calling him out for treason, for treasonable offense or whatever they call it. Now, so this country be so Igbos make on use on a tongue to count on a teeth to know say that this country it not belong to now. Make on a begin earlier. They fight for our own country because they have already made it clear to each and every one of us that we did not belong to Nigeria. Imagine a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria making some statement during the time he's vying for office 2015 that baboons will soak in blood. Then the question there is, who are these baboons? Who are these baboons? That is what we are asking. And nobody have ever given us an answer to that. So that is one thing we must understand. Now a lot of people have made their own comments. Even the people, the so-called Agberos in Lagos State have been threatening the Igbos, profiling them in one way or the other, to the extent that they said that they hold no any apology for whatever they have said. Still yet, no one have called for their arrest. Igbos, make on a wake up because this dance, it don't turn to Egun Chakachanya. So the earlier we know this, the better for each and every one of us. Have a nice day, my people. Please, as you watch finish, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification button so you'll be notified. This time we'll go live or post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day, my people. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.